All right, we got legs and abs today. Fun times. I'm not doing barbell back squat today because of my shoulder, because I messed up yesterday. But we're doing belt squat instead. I like belt squat though, so it's fine. I'm gonna warm up with 2 plates and then go to 2 plates and 35, I guess. Or 3 plates and 35. I think that's what I normally did whenever I was doing belt squat. But that's like my biggest problem with the belt squat is I feel like I have to load on so much weight for it to actually be worth it. And then the belt like kind of rubs up in my legs. Kind of also pulls down and pinches my love handles. So other than that, I mean, it's a great squat variant. But I'm actually already pretty warm, so I'm gonna take my hoodie off. It's a little bit crazy. It's not as cold today as what it's kind of been past few days, which isn't bad, but it's not good either. I know my hair is chopped, so I'm not even bothered with it. But I'm gonna warm up with this. Already did some dynamic warm-ups. There we go. Yeah, but no, my shoulder still low-key hurts pretty bad, so I'm going to try to avoid anything that's going to mess it up even more. Pretty good warm-up set, I can't lie. That felt actually really good. So I don't know if I should go up to 2 plates or just another, or go up 2 plates or just put a 45 and a 35 on there. I'll just do a 45 and a 35 for today. I mean, that was a good warm-up set. I liked that. I got the banana and the pre-workout in me. That sounds really weird. I did not think about that before saying it. But, I mean, it is what it is. Stuff happens. Went and saw the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie last night. And it was okay. I'd give it like a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. But it's kind of carried purely by nostalgia. But I will say, although it wasn't very scary, as well, not like no PG-13 movie, horror movies are very scary. It was, I had a couple moments that I was dying laughing. Like whenever you picked up the Freddy Fazbear plushie, and it went or, dude, that was mad funny. And then, dude, when he was on that date with Vanessa, nah, that was way too funny. That whole scene, like, was so awkward, but so relatable. That was like making me cringe at how awkward yet relatable it was. It was funny. My buddy, he looked at me and he was like, "That's you." I'm like, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this first set though. got 10 there. Probably like 1 or 2 RM. So that was a good set. I didn't feel too much pinch in my left handles, which is always nice. It's like you have to have the belt at like the perfect height for it to not like pinch you. And then I guess since I'm wearing pants, not shorts. Normally I wear shorts on leg day, but since I'm wearing pants, I guess it didn't really rub up against me in the wrong way like it normally does. So overall, really solid set. But yeah, I went to go see some afternoon last night. We didn't get out until because we drove all the way to like there's only like one theater nearby that was showing it in the Dolby still, because you know they'll show it in Dolby opening night. So I mean it's a pretty big movie, but then they took it out, and then I guess they put Zootopia 2 in there. So to go to and see it at Dolby Cinema, we had to drive like 40 minutes to some AMC over closer to Charlotte. But I'd say it was worth it. But the showing wasn't until 9, so but we still got there like 20 minutes early because I drive fast, I guess. Well, we also left like at 8 o'clock, so. But anyways, yeah, we got there like 20 minutes early. I'm like, dude, we did not tell it was early. But what was I saying, bro? Shoot. But then you know, then we had to wait 20 minutes for just like the trailers and stuff to start. And then it's like 30 minutes of trailers. So, and then the movie is like almost 2 hours long. So we really didn't get out of there until like 11:20. So we didn't get home until 12. And then we streamed. And bro had to be up at like 7 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. I'm like, dude, you're gonna kill yourself with the amount of sleep you aren't getting. But I mean, oh well, his choice. But we're going to see the Jujutsu Kaisen movie tonight with a couple buddies of mine, so I'm a little excited for that. I think we're gonna go in and get some ramen beforehand. Honestly, more excited for the ramen and the chat because it's always nice to catch up with some good old buddies. Have a little catch-up chat over some ramen. It's always fun. I'm gonna go ahead and hit my second set though, and then go do hamstring curls. Yeah, that was solid. That was really solid. Quads are definitely feeling it. I think today I'm gonna cut the hip flexion or hip raises, whatever. Probably put in some tibialis raises instead. But I'll see you guys on hamstring curl. Alright. We are hamstring curls. Single leg, 110 pounds. I'm feeling pretty good about these today. I did 105 for 9 reps last week for each leg. So I'm feeling pretty good about these today. I feel like these are gonna feel nice. Oh. Okay, yeah, I was right. That did feel really good. I felt a little bit of tightness in my hip, like it was about to cramp, but it kind of worked out. Nine. Oh. Holy crap, that was a good set. I really liked that. That felt really good. I feel like I'm getting a lot stronger on these, doing single leg as opposed to both legs at the same time. And I feel like I'm able to brace better with only single leg as opposed to both legs. I feel like this is a bad angle. But yeah, no, it feels really nice. Trying not to fall out of the seat. So I think after this, I'm gonna do calf raises, tibialis raises on the calf raise machine there. See how it feels. I'm gonna do tibialis raises where like it's basically reverse calf raise, where instead of putting your toes on the platform, you put your heels on a platform and then lift your toes up. So I was trying them the other day, honestly, in the shower. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, and I really liked it. But obviously, you can't get the right stretch, so doing it on a platform might be better. But I don't know how it's gonna feel doing it the way I'm thinking about doing it. I mean, we'll just have to see. I think it'll work good though. And then after the workout, I'm gonna do some stretches, some static stretches, and start incorporating some of that. Especially after yesterday, getting that injury. I know stretches aren't going to 100% help with that, but it'll relieve some pain. But I mean, since legs day, it's just gonna be leg stretches. So I'm gonna go ahead and the next set. Oh, sweating, bro. It's a bit toasty. Oh, damn. That felt good. All right, let's go do calf raises. All right, this is the calf raise slash pendulum squat they got a while back. I don't use it for pendulum squat. Not a lot of people do. It's not good for a pendulum squat, but it's great for calf raises. Oh, pretty solid set. I liked it. Yeah, I used it a little bit for pendulum squat back when they first got this machine. Like, I want to say 6-ish months ago. Dude, I used it like twice or 3 times for like pendulum squat. It's just not good for pendulum squat. but it's really good for calf raises. So on this one, I'm going to try using for tibialis raises as well. Because if I can use this for tibialis raises, then I should be really like chilling. But I mean, I don't need too much rest because calves, you know, aren't really tiring to hit in my opinion. I'm gonna do 4 sets calves and 2 sets of tibs. My biggest issue with this is that it's plate loaded, not pin loaded. So it's like really annoying to unload and load all the plates up. Like, it's just, especially if you have strong calves. Like next week I could probably put 45s on each side and I'd be perfectly fine. But like if you have somewhat strong calves, then like this machine, it's just like gets annoying to like load up all the plates. But you could say the same thing about doing calf raises on like the hack squat or anything. Calves are such an easy muscle to like do a lot of weight with, in my opinion, because it's so like it's very not fatiguing. Like if I didn't just do belt squat and hamstring curl before this, if I actually did more cardio, I would not be like huffing and puffing like I am right now. But since I'm so cardiovascularly untrained and I already hit 2 pretty intense exercises right before this, then it's kind of like I'm a little fatigued, so I'm a little bit out of breath. But like calves are not very fatiguing, in my opinion. One more set of calves, and I got tibialis raises. Kind of excited to see how tibialis raises feel on this. Lucky, the shoulder sitting on my shoulder, or the pad sitting on my shoulder, it's low-key starting to hurt a little bit. So, kind of glad I only have about like 1 more set of calves. And then I'm probably going to go down to 1 plate for tibialis raises and see how that feels. Because tibialis raises are like, honestly, I don't even know if I'll be able to do 1 plate with tibialis raises. I'll have to see. We'll have to try it out, test the waters, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh well. So after this one tib raises, I got leg extension and cable crunch. Kind of excited for cable crunch. Been liking those lately, so I'll go ahead and hit my next set. That was good. I liked that. Set up for tibialis raises. It's honestly a little bit annoying. They keep getting like more and more machines. Like they don't have anywhere to put these machines. So they're just like bunch them really close together. I mean, it is what it is, but I don't know how this is gonna work. Let me see. Okay, maybe. I didn't really think about that. Did not think about that. I don't think that's gonna work like that. All right, we're gonna go set up for tibialis raises somewhere else and do it with dumbbells. All right, so we're setting them up with this little like blue step thing and some dumbbells. And dumbbells are just odd weight, but basically the concept is like, I'm scared my feet are gonna slide off, but I don't even know if the dumbbells are like adding any actual weight. Okay, yeah, no, I definitely felt that. Holy crap. The burn in that was insane. I honestly really like that. That felt really good, actually. I mean, it's much easier to set up than doing it on cables as well. That was nice. I don't know how much the dumbbells actually add, though. Like, I don't know if I were to go up to 30, would I still be able to pump out 16 reps? But we'll see how progressive overload works on these. Because, like, tibialis isn't something I've really ever trained until really recently, within the past, like, 4 months. But, like, it's definitely a really slept on muscle, so I feel like a lot of people should train it. I'm gonna crash out, dude. But, you know, it's definitely slept on, so I think more people should train their tibialis, especially if you're really into running. Like, I noticed it whenever I was, like, in class, in my classes, in the first half of the semester. Like, it was fitness and exercise testing, and we had to do a bunch of running to test our VO2 max. And, like, dude, it wasn't even that I was, like, I was fatigued. Like, my cardiovascular system was fatigued. But, like, dude, it was mostly, like, my tibialis just felt so weak. So, like, it made it, like, painful to run. And then the next, like, 3 days they were sore. Same with my glutes. My glutes were also sore, but which I should probably also work on glutes, but I feel like the Stairmaster is helping a lot with my glutes. But tibialis, like, needs a lot of work. So, go ahead and hit my second set. I think I'm doing 2 sets of this today. No, I can only get 12. Holy crap. That's actually really fatiguing. My calves are, or my tibs are really sore after that. I'm gonna go hit leg extensions though. And then I got ab crunch, cable crunch. All right. Now on to leg extension. Low-key excited for leg extension. Always love a good pump from it. I swear I get like the best quad pumps from leg extension. Especially if I hold that top for like a split second. Always feels so like always like it hurts like hell. But it feels so good. So I got 265 on the stack. Hopefully I can do that for about 6 to 8 reps. All right. I think that was 8. It was like 7 or 8. Holy crap. Ow. Water. That felt good. But oh my gosh. That hurt. Worth it. I mean, the pain's always worth it for leg extension, I'm not gonna lie. Because, I mean, it's just like one of the best quad blasters. And like, gives you like one of the best quad pumps you're gonna get from exercise I've done. I've done quite a few exercises. I also like Bulgarians. Those are nice. Honestly, I might switch out leg press for Bulgarian split squats on Saturdays. But I'm not 100% sure yet. Just get a little bit more glute emphasis. Because, like I said, even though, like whenever I was running in that one class earlier this semester, my glutes were sore for like 3 days. So, maybe it's time to do a little bit more glute exercises. And I mean, that's kind of why I incorporated hip abduction. Because, I mean, that's really good for the glutes too. Those also were just really good for the hip joint. I saw a while back that like if you do that exercise and you train that muscle too much, it'll grow too much and it'll pinch a nerve within your hip joint. But I don't know whether or not that's true or not. I'm not sure. I'd have to look more into that. Do some more research on that. If it's true, that sucks. Especially for all the people that like do it religiously, all the girls that like do it for like 8 sets. But you know, a buddy of mine sent that to me a while back. And I mean, for the longest time I was hesitant of doing those because of that. I might ask my professor about that, actually. See what he has to say. Because, I mean, if it's gonna like end up pinching nerve and like ruining your body, then why is it even a machine? But I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and hit second set and then go do cable crunches. You know, for like 6, 7 reps. No, not 7. Holy crap. That was insane. Oh, my quads are so messed up now. All right. Cable crunches and then we're done. I'll see y'all over there. All right. Last exercise for today. cable crunches. Good old cable crunch. Always like cable crunches. I can't lie. I mean, there's been times where I'm like, I don't really want to do them, but for the most part, they're pretty nice. Uh, 14 reps. I'll take it. That was pretty good. I will say that was really good set. My abs felt really good that set. Like, see, now I just need to like eat leaner. Like, stop eating so much fatty stuff. And now I have this abs. Cut down. Focus on protein, carbs. Focus on cutting more fat out. And then once I'm leaner, then I'll have abs. One day we can hope. We can hope, right? See, I feel like they're pretty fatiguing, but like I've recovered from them pretty fast. I guess because it's not using any legs. I feel like a lot of people do these wrong too, where they'll like bend only at the hip joint, whereas you really need spinal flexion and extension. The spinal flexion and extension. But I mean, a lot of people don't like work out right with like proper flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, all that stuff. But and that's why they leave the gym so fast. But yeah, no, like I was saying, that's why a lot of people quit so soon. It's not because, working out's not for me. Let's just say they don't know how to work out. So I think it's not for them. So whenever they don't actually see results, they set their expectations too high. You're not going to see results in like a week. You're not going to get in the gym for a week and then lose 20 pounds. Or something crazy like that. You're not going to lose 20 pounds in a month most of the time. But I mean, not to say it can't be done, but I don't think 20 pounds a month should be done. 20 pounds is like 4 months for most people. Unless you're really dedicated and not serious about working out and whatnot, then 20 pounds in a month ain't happening for a lot of people. But that's it for today's workout. I'm gonna go do some static stretching, and then I'm not gonna do cardio today because I don't have time. But see y'all tomorrow for hopefully chest, shoulder, triceps. If my shoulder feeling better.